Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme. And we're making our way up here to Burns Folly, which is, of course, a castle house. And, of course, it was destroyed during the 1798 rebellion. But as you can see there is still some of it left. And I want to talk to you about Patrick Byrne, who was the first of three sons of Henry Byrne, who was a wealthy merchant of Seatown in Dundalk. Now, they were a prominent Catholic family in County Louth, and Patrick was the grand nephew of the man who built Burns Folly, who was also called Patrick Byrne in 1780. And of course, he was known as the Parrot because he supposedly done a bit of smuggling. And of course, the house that he built is actually the castle house that is atop of the Castletown moat here in Dundalk. Now, his nephew Patrick was the author of the seditious pamphlet signed Common Sense, attacking John Foster, the leading landowner and politician in the country. And the publication, of course, of which brought about the arrest of United Irishman James Napper Tandy, as well as young Patrick Byrne himself. Now, he was convicted at the Dundalk court, in April 1793 of circulating seditious libel, and Byrne was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment. He was given a fine of £1,000 and securities of £2,000 to keep the peace for 7 years. Now, some years later, he inherited some considerable property from his grand uncle, the Parrot, Patrick Byrne of Castletown, who died unmarried in February 1796, which included the castle here. So he inherited the castle. And Patrick's time spent in jail didn't seem to affect his politics, for on the 5th of June 1797, he attended a meeting of the United Irish leaders at the Dublin lodgings of fellow United Irishman and French army officer Bartholomew Telling. Now, like so many others, Patrick and his brother John fled from Ireland later that month, and John's fine house, Union Mills, on the banks of the Dundalk River, was plundered and burnt down by loyalists. John would eventually go on to join the British Army, believe it or believe it not, becoming an officer in the 15 Hussars and aide-de-camp to the Duke of Cumberland, a royal duke who had a strong dislike for Catholics. So I suppose John was thinking, if you can't beat them, join them. Now, John Byrne died at Bath in 1834, and I thought maybe the name was Bran, but it's not Bran, it's actually Byrne, the surname. Now, Henry Byrne, who was the youngest of the three brothers, he was born 1783 and he died in 1830. And he had to leave Ireland as well because they were all obliged to quit the country because they were all suspected of being connected with the United Irishmen. Now, he was a lawyer, he was a Chief Justice and also Master of Equity. And so the three brothers had to leave and they actually prospered overseas. So great to have what's left of this castle. Of course, this was also destroyed in 1922, if I remember rightly, by the Black and Tans during the unrest of the 20th century. So a fantastic piece of history here, isn't there? I've certainly enjoyed my day off here down in Dundalk. So I've done a number of videos, so you can check those out. But definitely some place. Loads of history here in Dundalk. So there you go, folks. So thanks for watching, and God bless.